Hey Taurus, I'm doing a reading for you for the new moon in Capricorn, right? Right. So Taurus, what I was actually like meditating this morning, right? And this was coming to me, I think before I even put on my makeup this morning. So what I was getting for you, I feel like, okay, so Capricorn, that's a fellow earth sign for you, right, Taurus? Like that's something that, it's kind of comfortable for you here, right? But like how Capricorn works, it's a little bit more like serious. It's a little bit more harsh, right? And so Taurus, I feel like at this time, really, it's a lot more of a harsh energy than I think you're wanting or willing to like work in. So I feel like even in these like harsher like times that you're dealing with here, I feel like you're really trying to like find the peace, find the love here, right? Even if that means being that for somebody else, right? Like if you do something for somebody else in that energy, it helps you find that within yourself, right? And I feel like other people could be going through like a harder time. Taurus, this makes me want to cry. I feel like other people could be going through a harder time here, and I feel like you're almost like a sounding board, like a soft cushion, like a place to like really give strength and allow other people to like whoo, like just feel their emotions here, right? Like I feel like you're like a safe grounding place for other people to really find comfort, to find strength here as well, right? Taurus, I feel like you're very tough, but you also do it in such a loving, caring way, right? And so I feel like as the world is a lot more harsh or a lot more cold, I feel like you're finding like the warmth. I feel like you are the warmth for other people as well at this time, right? Taurus, you've been strengthened at this time. Like you've been strengthened. Ooh, Taurus, I feel like there's a lot of things that you're working through, the people around you that they're working through here, right? And I feel like you're just trying to make sure that you're okay, right? Check in on your strong friends here, right? Making sure that everybody is good. You know, everybody feels loved, everybody's safe, right? Making sure everybody's safe and protected here, right? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like you become a lot more protective of yourself over the ones that you love and care for as well, right? You're really finding out what really matters to you at this time, right? What really is important, the things that you really love, right? And Taurus, I feel like you're finding strength within yourself that you've never known, right? That you've never known. Good morning. All right, guys, let's get into your cards here. Yeah, Taurus, I feel like man, I feel like there's some things here that you're going through that other people are going through here at this time. And I feel like you're being like the person. You're being like, you are the strong friend. I feel like at this time. First out, we have 5 of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying, Taurus. I feel like there's a lot of like alone energy, a lot of brokenhearted energy here, right? I feel like this is something that you're going through, somebody else is going through here, right? Yeah. Yeah. I feel like this is almost a space that's necessary in order for you to find like your true strength, right? Like your true worth here, right? For you to really understand what it is that you should be doing out here for the world, right? Yeah, I feel like you're almost like watching other people go through this as well, like this sad, heartbroken, like torn up energy here, right? And yeah, I feel like at this time you're really just gathering strength. You see how it's like these 5 of Pentacles kind of circling around each other. I feel like you're almost like gathering strength. I feel like you could be gathering like earthly materials here as well. I feel like you're really like saving yourself at this time, right? I feel like you're really saving yourself. Yeah. I feel like there could be a situation here that you really had to leave behind, where you could have felt like you got left behind here, right? Taurus, I feel like this was for your best interest. This was really like, I feel like there was something here that had you continued in this energy, I don't think it would have been for your highest good, for the highest good of others either, right? Like I feel like there could have, like if you would have stayed in this energy, I feel like something bad could have happened to yourself, to somebody that you loved here as well. And I feel like you're seeing and realizing that. It's like I feel like you got saved just in the nick of time, right? I feel like somebody came in and really kind of showed you the truth of the situation, right? I feel like that could have broken your heart because I don't think that you were necessarily seeing the truth, right? And I feel like it was time, and I feel like that caused some separation here, right? Taurus, I feel like it was for your highest good. You have 9 of Cups. It was for your highest good, right? I feel like this energy that you were in, I feel like there was so many secrets, so many things kept in the dark here, right? Like you see how there's like this key in the background? I feel like you didn't have the answer, right? And I feel like when this answer came through, I feel like that's what caused this separation here. This energy was not going to be conducive to your wish fulfillment. It was not going to help you prosper, right? It was not going to make you feel abundant. It was going to be for your best interest later, right? I feel like it was, you see how, once again, you see how it's almost like a cycle. I feel like there was a cycle here going on that you really weren't certain as to like what was happening, right? And I feel like this, the truth came in, the answer came in here, right? And I feel like that helped separate you, right? I feel like that helped separate you here, right? I feel like when this truth came in, I feel like it really set yourself free. I feel like it was really an open and allowance here, right? Look at the difference between these two cards. Look at the difference. You know, like look how the solar plexus here, like her stomach area, like it's all covered up here, right? Like there was no way for your like free flowing of energy to come through here at all, right? Like at all. You didn't understand your worth. You didn't know where you were at. You didn't know why you were there either, right? Like look at this card. This is all your emotions, all your free flowing energy here, right? It's like you're being set free here. Whatever bad had happened to you or the a person you're around, anything like any bad situation, um, look at it as it was for your highest good, because there's something so much bigger out here in this world for you, Taurus, where you can actually be free, where you can actually be yourself, where you have a lot more things that are going to be like happy and enjoyable for you, especially at this time, right? Yeah. I feel like it's almost like these bad things had to come in. This could have been with the child here as well, Page of Pentacles. I feel like these bad things had to come in order for you to be put into this space where your wishes and dreams could actually come true, right? Like I feel like this was like the bad things that happened were almost like an opportunity for you to come in and succeed, for you to have like a bigger, better chance at what it was you were really like. I feel like it's like a soul calling here, as especially with how this gold is like pouring out of her chest. I feel like this was a soul calling. Yeah, I feel like you had people like protecting you, protecting your highest interest here, right? Um look at it as like the bad things that happen are honestly like a push for you to go into the direction that you're supposed to be in here, right? And then we have the star. And then we have the star. Yeah, this anything that's happened, any of the ooh, this Five of Pentacles, Taurus, I mean, I just feel like I want to cry. Any of these sad, dark, depressing energies, left out in the cold, not understanding your worth, your path, where it was you're supposed to be going here, right? That's all being healed. That's all being transformed for you, right? I feel, once again, I feel like this was like support, love, anything like that, from like God, from your spirit angels, from, you know, like guides here as well. This was supposed to happen in this way. This was supposed to happen for you like this, so that nothing else could come in and like break you down, tear you up, you know, like leave you out here, right? The direction that you were going in was not for you. It was not for you. It was time for you to see that. It was time for you to realize that here as well, right? And anything that has been bad that has happened up to this point here, because I feel like there was a serious turning point as well. It was, once again, it was supposed to happen that way. You were supposed to have this type of healing come in for you, right? Anything that has happened, like it's going to be transformed. It's going to be transformed, right? Yeah. You were, once again, I feel like you were supposed to be pushed into a whole different direction here, right? And then we have the Hermit. And then we have the Hermit. Yeah. Once again, I feel like this is something that you're having to go within yourself and really figure out and like really look into why these things transpired in this way, why these things had to happen, right? So that as you continue to go on your journey, on your path here, right? Everything's clear. You see everything crystal clear. You're going to know like, hey, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to do these things with these types of people. You know, like I feel like it's going to be very clear cut. I feel like there were things here that you weren't understanding, right? And I feel like that's kind of why this hurt came in. Like you were going in a path that like you weren't understanding what was right or wrong, right from wrong here as well, right? And it's almost like, no, like you weren't supposed to be here in this way. Like this, like it's almost like you're understanding why you had to go through the darkness so you could find the light. So you can say, so you have a better understanding as to, hey, I can say yes to these things, I can say no to these things. Like I feel like you had to almost like come up with certain boundaries here, right? And I feel like that almost like separates you from people and situations here that were no longer for you, right? That was no longer for you any longer. Yeah, I feel like you almost had been allowing things to happen that you weren't understanding. Once again, I feel like there was just a lack of clarity here. And I feel like that's why these energies came in, for you to have clarity, for you to have understanding. So you know the difference between right and wrong, what like you're okay with, what your soul calls you to do here as well. Yeah, you needed these things to come in and happen. I mean, that's how I look at things. You know, like I don't, you know, like why did these things happen? No, like like things only, like God will not take me to places that I'm not supposed to be in. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, and I know that as I go through these places and to these things here, like I'm protected. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be at exactly the right time. And if anything bad does come in, it was supposed to happen for a reason so I could see the world a little bit different. It's just a change of perception here as well. Right, Taurus? Yeah. You have to know, like, it's like a moral compass here that's being set within you, like, so you have a deeper understanding, so you know who you are, so nobody can come in and talk you into anything, so nobody could take advantage here as well. Yeah, I feel like somebody could have taken advantage of you, could have taken advantage of your energy, your time. And Taurus, I feel like they're being locked out. I feel like you're being so sorry, God, my eyeball's gone crazy. I feel like you're being so protected at this time, right? And it's my left eye at that, right? I don't know what that means to you. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know why I just looked in the mirror like you could, like you could help me. Yeah. And then we have the Page of Swords. Yeah. Once again, you're figuring out where it is you're supposed to be going, what you're supposed to be okay with as well, who you are, why you are the way you are, you know, like where it is you're supposed to be going next, right? Yeah, this was healing work. This was energy that you're supposed to be finding out, right? I feel like the more time you're spending alone by yourself, the more you're going to be figuring out why you are, where it is you're supposed to be going next, right? I feel like there's going to be a lot of answers, a lot of secrets revealed to you as well. It's almost like a little birdie's coming in and telling you these things, right? I feel like it's helping you see a lot more than I think you even understood. And I think that's why these energies were kind of like coming in and hurting you here. I feel like it was things you weren't understanding. You didn't know, right? And now that you know better, you can do better, right? Now that you have an understanding of what these things actually are, you can correct them. I feel like, yeah, I feel like it's just a correction of changing course here, right? Like even as you were going through these, once again, Taurus, I feel like even as you were going through these dangerous situations, right? You are not going to be guided in a direction that is not supposed to be for you, right? Like even the bad things, even the dangerous things, even the scary things here, you know that you're guided. You know that you have people directing you, helping you along the way, right? To where you can really focus in on the stuff that you're supposed to be focused in on, right? Yeah. No matter how scary or dangerous the situation is, you're exactly where you're supposed to be at. You're doing the exact same thing that you're supposed to be doing, right? Like, and I feel like you're having an understanding about that, about how guided you've actually been throughout all of this, right? Yeah, I feel like that's almost like a comforting thing. It's like no matter, it's like you could be in a tornado, a tsunami, anything like that here, right? You know that you're going to be guided and protected, right? Like you wouldn't be in that mess had it not been for like a greater purpose or a greater reason, right? You might not see it now, you might not understand it now, but you will, right? But you will. Yeah. I feel like this has all just been like a good learning lesson for you here, right? And I feel like as you're going through this, like you're protecting yourself, you're healing yourself. You know that you're guided, you know that you're safe, right? And the more that you tell yourself those things, the more it's just going to become true. Like that will become your truth, right? Don't allow people in situations to let you feel uncomfortable. Don't allow them to make you feel like you're unsafe here, like you don't have protection, that you're not guided, because you are. And make sure you're affirming that each and every day, right? It's okay to say no, right? It's okay to say no. Even if it hurts other people's feelings, it's okay to say no. Like if you feel in your heart and your soul, like, hey, I shouldn't be here, I shouldn't do these things, make sure you're letting that be, right? Be honest with yourself, be honest and open with other people, right? Like that's the only way that you can dispel like anything that's trying to like hurt you here. Be honest. Like if your heart and your soul are telling you, hey, don't go this way, don't talk to this person, trust and believe that, right? Like your body wisdom, your soul knows exactly what it is you're supposed to be doing and will keep you from going in places that you're not supposed to be going here, right? What is this? Five of Pentacles, Six of Swords. Whatever it was that you had to leave behind here, you're getting through it safely. Once again, this was guided. You were supposed to be going through these situations. You were supposed to be left out in the cold. You were supposed to be walking away from something here, right? And as you're making your way across this space, you're being protected. You're being taken care of here, right? You packed all your bags, you had shelter, you had safety, and you also had guidance. And you're seeing and understanding that as well, right? You're seeing and understanding that. Coming through the swords. Once again, this was a situation that really broke your heart, tore you up here, right? But don't worry, you're crossing this heartbreak, you're crossing these negative emotions safely. Keep that in mind. No matter what comes in, no matter what is trying to tear you up, break your heart, hurt your feelings here, you're being guided through it safely. And then we have a King of Wands here. This could be with the King of Wands as well, right? What is this Nine of Cups? We have Ace of Wands. Yeah, I feel like at this time, I feel like you are really understanding and seeing what it is you're wanting to manifest in your life, right? How it is you're needing to move here as well. Yeah. I feel like you're almost like picturing, envisioning like your goals, your aspirations, the things that you're actually wanting to come true for yourself at this time, right? And I feel like honestly, it's like a new light of inspiration, like a new match has been like flicked. I don't know how it has lit. Yeah, I feel like there's been like a new strike of inspiration coming in for you here, right? And I feel like you're almost like causing all of your like wish fulfillments to come in just by like how you're like looking at the world, how you're envisioning them, how you're seeing them for yourself here, right? Like I feel like instead of like going over and over all this like heartbreak here, right? I feel like you're changing your perspective, you're changing your vision. I feel like you're focusing more on the things that you're wanting to accomplish, that you're wanting to bring in for yourself here, right? Hierophant, Taurus, this is you. This is you. Yeah. Taurus. Taurus. You've foreseen everything. You know where it is you're supposed to be going, right? It's a new vision, a new insight, new understanding for yourself as well, right? I feel like anything that's been done in the past, I feel like it's being forgiven here, right? Especially with this Hierophant card. And then we have Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like you're not sharing all of your wealth, all your abundance here with other people as well here. I feel like you're keeping yourself, your things, your body here, even your money, your financial situation. I feel like you're keeping it a lot more protected. And I feel like that's honestly why this Hierophant card had to come in, right? I feel like it was allowing you to see where it was you could have been like allowing people to come in that were not supposed to be there, right? I feel like you could have been giving away too much of your time, too much of your energy, too much of your body, too much of your conversations here as well, too much of your wealth and abundance. And I feel like you were needing, honestly, these things to come in to where you can have a deeper understanding of you don't have to give away so much of yourself. You know, like once again, it's okay to say no. Right? Like this was higher learning that was supposed to come in for you because I feel like you were leaving yourself very unprotected in the past. Very unprotected. Scratch my nails. Yeah, very unprotected. So I feel like you're withholding yourself. I feel like you're withholding your time, withholding your energy. I don't feel like you're giving and receiving with the same people any longer. And I feel like that's what's helping you along this journey. The more that you're restricting from being so open with other people here at this time, I feel like that's going once again, I feel like that's going to help your wish fulfillment. I feel like that's going to help your abundance grow as well. I don't feel like now is the time for you to just be sharing with people. It's not the time. Right? Then we have Page of Pentacles. Yeah, once again, you have new opportunities coming in and you already know what it is. If this was involving with children, you already know what the situation is. You don't need me to clarify it either. You know that you have a new opportunity coming in for yourself. You know this. You know you have a lot more money coming in for yourself as well. Right? And then we have Four of Wands. And then we have Four of Wands. I feel like this is a situation that could have happened in your home, in a home, anything like that here, right? Yeah, I feel like you're spending a lot more time at home. I feel like you're pouring a lot more time and energy into, once again, your home. And then we have Temperance here. There's a lot of Jupiterian energy in these cards here as well. Ooh, I'm sorry. Okay. Yeah. Once again, I feel like at this time you're a lot more of a homebody. I don't feel like you're out here just going willy-nilly going to all these places any longer here, right? You're needing to do this to balance yourself out. You're needing to do this to take care of yourself, right? And I feel like this, once again, I feel like this was something that was guided. You were supposed to be in your home a lot more at this time. You're supposed to be protecting yourself. You're supposed to be protecting your body. This has been guided. This is something that's almost like you've been like shuffled to this place, right? And sit with it. Sit with it. Allow yourself to just be, right? Don't make any sudden movements here as well, right? Like making, Like if you're feeling like this, you know, ferocious pull to like do all of these things here, no, like temper yourself. Keep yourself grounded as well, right? And then we have the Star. I feel like the reason why you're being put in your home a lot more, why you're spending a lot more time with yourself, you have a lot of healing energy to do. I feel like there could have been a lot of things that could have been broken, hurt, anything like that in the past. No, you're being placed in your home at this time to heal yourself, to heal your children, to heal your family as well, right? And then we have King of Cups. Yeah, this could be a King of Cups. You could have a King of Cups around you at this time that could be helping you with this healing energy, that could be helping you, like see your way through it as well. You could also be healing your relationship with a king of Cups. That could be Scorpio, Pisces, or Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, right? And then we have the Two of Cups here, right? I feel like there could be a King of Cups around you at this time that's honestly like helping you heal relationship type energies here as well, right? I feel like there could have been something negative here that happened with the King of Cups. And I feel like you're really needing to heal from this energy, right? Like I feel like you're really needing to take care of, yeah. Like there could have been a connection here. We have two twos. Two of Pentacles and the Two of Cups. This King of Cups, there's a lot of healing involving your emotions, right? And your finances, right? I feel like they're really helping you see the way through, really helping you like move up and out of these situations here as well, right? And then we have the Hermit. And then we have the Hermit with the Eight of Wands. Out of nowhere, I feel like out of nowhere, you're going to be put in a space where you're spending a lot more time away from people, a lot more time by yourself, a lot more time alone in a healing area, right? We have Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel once again, I feel like you're going like incognito here, right? I feel like you're being pushed and pulled into a direction where you're really not certain where it is you're supposed to be going, why it is you're supposed to be going this way here, right? Like I feel like there's been like a lot of like crazy chaos here, like uncertainty, right? And I feel like that's why you're almost needing like to be still, right? I feel like you've been moving around too much, really kind of discombobulated here, really not really certain as to like what's here, what's there, right? And I feel like that's why you're being put in like a stationary position, right? Where you're really trying to figure out why you're here, where it is you're supposed to be going, how it is you're supposed to be moving as well, right? The path that you're supposed to be going on, right? And then we have the Knight of Swords. Knight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this, I feel like you're spending a lot more time alone because I feel like there could have been a truth that came out, right? I feel like there was a truth that came out here that I don't think you had been sharing with other people either, especially with this Two of Swords. Like you knew what had happened, but I feel like it was hard for you to like understand or comprehend or explain or convey to other people as well, right? I feel like this truth came out of nowhere, especially with this Eight of Wands, and that caused you to take a step back from other people, other energies here, right? And once again, truth, we would go from the Knight of Swords to the Page of Swords, right? I feel like there were some secrets that were revealed, some things that kind of came out here, right? And even though you went through these things, I feel like it was guided. I feel like you, like in the process, I feel like you were protected here, right? I feel like there, I feel like you were, I feel like you were guided, and I feel like you were protected. I feel like you begin sharing your truth with other people as well, right? I feel like that has a lot of like clarity and understanding for other people, right? The more that you begin to open up, I feel like there's a lot of like truths being exposed here, right? Like a lot of truths being exposed. I feel like that's helping yourself and others at this time, right? Right. And then we have Four of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like there, once again, I feel like the more, yeah, I feel like Once again, I feel like the more you're exposing these secrets, the more that you're being open and sharing what happened, talking about things with people as well, right? I feel like you're walking away from restricting your truth here, right? Like I feel like you're like there's been this confidence here where you're actually able to like explain things, talk about things here, right? Really let people know like hey, like these things can't happen any longer. I feel like you're walking away from restricting yourself, restricting your voice here as well, restricting your truth, like the facts here, right? Like I feel like there could have been like a place here where you felt like you couldn't tell anybody like what happened here, right? Like what hurt your feelings, what broke your heart, anything like that. And you're walking away from that. Like the only way for you to heal and grow through things is for you to talk about it, right? Like you got to talk about it. I mean, if the more you keep that in your body here, like the more your body will start like getting sick, right? Like your body will start like rejecting things, you'll start acting out, you start doing crazy stuff here, right? And it becomes a volcano and it erupts, right? It will tear some things down here. And before it gets to that place, like I feel like you're knowing and understanding like secrets keep you sick. And I feel like the more you're understanding, hey, I gotta release this. I gotta let this go. I gotta, I feel like the more it's gonna be healing for yourself and for others, right? And then we have Ten of Swords. And then we have Ten of Swords. You've got to let all of these words, all these bad things, all the anything, whatever truth, you have to release it, right? You have to let it go. You have to explain yourself here, right? You're no longer holding your truth back. You're no longer holding your words back here, right? And like this is Ten of Swords. You already like nothing bad can come in about the situation and hurt you any longer. You got to let it go, right? You got to let it go for yourself and for others here as well. Taurus, what a good like I feel like Taurus, I feel like you're healing yourself. And then we have Emperor on the bottom. I feel like you're really healing yourself. You're really understanding yourself. You're understanding that bad things are only temporary, right? And you're so protected that the bad things really aren't even that bad, right? Like it's really not even that bad, you know? And you're grateful. Like there's things that could have been so much worse in your life. Like things could have happened in such more like a terrible way, right? And that's not your life path. Like things are not supposed to be hard for you. It's not supposed to be that tough, And you're knowing, seeing, and understanding that even when bad things do come in, like it wasn't that bad, right? And you're protected and you're guided. And the more that you're allowing other people to see like where you're at and what you're going through, right? There's gonna be like people that are going to come in and like help like save you, secure you here, right? Like help you, but you have to reach out. You have to like open up and like talk with people, like you can't allow things to like stay bottled up, right? Whew, Taurus, connect the earth. Taurus, that's what I'm saying. Go outside and play. Taurus, go outside and play. Spend a lot more time just being in nature, spending time with yourself, with God, like connecting with things that help you feel more grounded here as well, right? Connect with yourself here as well. I mean, Taurus, you are Earth, right? There's going to be elementals here that are really going to help get you through these spaces, right? I feel like there could have been things here that were very ungrounding for you, right? Now's the time to get grounded. Connect with your rooting system. Connect with the earth. Connect with outside here, right? You really don't even have to go outside to ground, but I feel like at this time, the more you're going outside, the more it's going to be helping you here, right? Like I feel like you're going to get more in that childlike state here, right? You're going to be a lot more excited, more in an energy that is clearer for you, right? A lot more clear. Ground yourself, ground yourself, ground yourself, right? Especially as you're working through these hard aspects, right? The more you're working through like the hard, tough issues within yourself, connect with the earth, root yourself, ground yourself here. Like sometimes I imagine myself like my feet like being so planted in like the ground and like dirt and earth here, right? And I'll just be, I live upstairs, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still like imagining myself like being so grounded here, right? And it really helps you. It helps you work through these emotions, right? And I feel like there's a lot of like an emotional space here that you're really working through. And I feel like don't allow the emotions to overtake you, right? Like don't allow things to come in and distract you from what it is that you're doing, right? You are so loved, you are so safe, and you are so taken care of here, Taurus. Everything's gonna be okay. The boogeyman cannot come and get you, Taurus. All right, guys, I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.